Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I'm Haanahgrace. All information is alleged and intended for entertainment purposes only. Again, thank you for joining me. Let's talk about the Scotts, all of these lawsuits, and Miss Wanda is getting ready to take somebody to court for defamation of character. Let's talk about it. Please like, share, and subscribe.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
What are you going to sue for, Miss Wanda? Definition of character. Because people always sit down talking about you and don't know what they talking about, lying on you. What are you going to sue for, Miss Wanda? Definition of character.
Okay, Miss Wanda says she wants to take some of the bloggers who reported that she had a bankruptcy. That Miss Wanda said that this information is not correct. It is another Wanda Moore. And that's what she says. But she wants to take these bloggers to court for defamation. And we know she means defamation of character. Now, the problem I have with Miss Wanda trying to sue someone for defamation of character is the way she talks about people. Number one, the way you got onto your live years, I know it's been years, but we haven't forgotten it, and talked badly about Melody Sharif for, you just kept on talking bad about this woman, calling her all out of her names, telling lies on her. You also got on that show at the Madonna reopening and told Martel HOLT that he needed to have a paternity test on his baby girl. You were the one running around, Miss Wanda, allegedly talking about you had the picture, and we saw this with our own eyes. Now, is that not defamation? And did you not see MARSU, Maurice, and then the other Scott brother talk about Miss Van, talking about they had an S tape? That was defamation. Did you not hear your daughter get on Carlos King's show and talk about Miss Van? Did you not hear that? Wasn't that defamation as well? And you don't want anyone to talk about you because you don't want them to defame your character. Oh, I got a whole business over here. But you want to talk about other people. It doesn't work like that. I heard someone in your chat saying that, we are all God's children. You talking about, oh, no, we're not. Some of these people are Lucius children. Lucius, now we know you meant Lucifer, but come on, when you talk about Lucius, now wasn't that the guy on Empire, Lucius? But anyway, no, it's Lucifer, and we need you to stop acting like Lucifer, because first of all, you want to call everybody else evil, you want to call everybody else out, you want to look at everybody else's stuff. You and these Scots are like that scripture that says someone got a little speck in their eye and you got a whole plank in yours, and you worried about the person with the little speck in their eye. And then we got Maurice over here trying to sue bloggers. Now, the bloggers are going to tell us what this whole case is about when they can talk about it. Shout out to True Tea, who started the GoFundMe, Here for the Hot Tea, Miss Black Titanic, and whoever the other bloggers are that Maurice plans on suing. Now, here's a problem that Maurice might have, is that some of the things that we're hearing, he may have done incorrectly when he filed these suits and when he filed to look at these people's bank accounts and whatever else he did. So Maurice Scott, you filed these lawsuits against these bloggers. We hope that you are unsuccessful. We believe that you will be unsuccessful. And we believe that if you did anything wrong, whoever reported you to the Alabama Bar Association, I hope that they look into what you did and they punish you if you did anything incorrectly. And that will serve you right, because you guys think y'all can go around and do whatever you want to do, talk about everybody else, but can't nobody talk about y'all. Wrong answer. Now let's talk about this lawsuit between Zen Gardens and Scholt. Now we know that, first of all, Marcel Scott filed a lien against Zen Gardens. The lien was for $800 and something thousand. So in the state of Alabama, Madison County, Scholt Industries and Company files this statement in writing, verified by the oath of Marcel Scott, its president, who has personal knowledge of the facts herein set forth. That said company claims a lien upon the following property situated in Madison County, Alabama at Zen Garden. It goes on to give the address. Exhibit A says this lien is claimed separately as to both the buildings and the improvements thereon, to the extent of the entire lot or parcel which is contained within a city or town. Basically, they put a lien on the entire Zen property. And then it goes on to say that said lien is claimed to secure indebtedness after all just credits have been given of $804,321.35 in principal. Plus, they're trying to get also the interest and attorney fees. So not only did Marcel and LATISHA's company Scholt file a lien against Zen Garden in the amount of over $800,000, because Marcel and LATISHA's company Scholt subcontracted with 3 companies. I'm pretty sure they did more companies, but there were 3 companies that completed jobs for Scholt on behalf of Zen Garden. They completed the jobs, but Scholt did not pay them their money. And these 3 companies also filed a lien against Zen Garden. One of the companies that filed a lien against Zen Garden because they contracted with Scholt and Scholt did not pay them was a supply company, L&W, and they put a lien on Zen Garden for over $16,000 because Scholt did not pay them. Another company that Scholt contracted with was Henley Supply. They owe these people $58,000, almost $59,000 that they contracted again on behalf of Zen Gardens. They were supposed to pay these people and they did not. And these people placed a lien on Zen Garden. And now the third company that I see that placed a lien on Zen Garden because Scholt did not pay them is Petty's Heating and Cooling. And it says notice is hereby given that this merchant's lien is filed as of July 14, 2022. And it's for $80,000 that Scholt contracted with Petty's Heating and Cooling to complete work at Zen Garden. And the heating company did the work, but Scholt did not pay them all of their money. In my opinion, Zen Garden made a big mistake contracting with Marceau, LATISHA, and Scholt Industry. Not only did Marceau place his $800,000 lien on them, he filed a lawsuit against them, and then these other companies that I just mentioned also filed liens against Zen Garden. And so I already mentioned that Marceau put a lien on Zen Garden for over $800,000. That was in April of 2022. In February 2020, Infinity Property entered into a mortgage agreement with Eva Bank. And the recital says, whereas Scholt Industries and Company, a Tennessee corporation with a mailing address, it talks about the mailing address, has entered into a construction agreement with Zen Gardens. And it gives us the actual mailing address. And in connection with the agreement has, in recognition of adequate consideration, stipulated to certain liquidated damages to the event that Scholt should fail to perform as required by the agreement, and whereas to collateralize in part the liquidated damages provisions in the agreement, Scholt has agreed to pledge certain property owned by Infinity Property in the amount of $900,000. So basically, she took out a mortgage loan against Marceau's company, which is Black, and Uptown, which is, I guess, is Infinity Properties. I don't know, but because they are a couple, they probably say it's all ours together. But I'm just talking about what the articles of organization say. For Black, it said Marceau is the sole owner. But that's of LLC, so maybe the building I think the building does belong to Infinity, which is LATISHA. Either way it go, they got a lot of stuff going on, so it's kind of hard to decipher. And any judge or any attorney is going to take a whole lot for them to decipher what MARSU and LATISHA got going on. But I'm pretty sure before they go to court, the forensic accountant and the attorneys will have it all figured out. So it looks like MARSU thinks he's very smart, so he's juggled a whole lot of things. He went ahead on and placed that lien against Zen Gardens, but Zen Gardens has a great attorney, and that attorney went before the court, and here's what the motion reads. It says, comes now Zen Gardens and move the court pursuant to Alabama code. It gives a code for an order transferring the lien on real property to the attached cash bond. And the judge granted Zen Gardens' request. It says, I, the undersigned clerk of the Office of the Judge of Probate for Madison County, Alabama, do hereby certify that in accordance with the order of the Honorable, gives a judge name on 20th day of January 2023, the lien claimed by Scholt Industries and Company in the above style cause has been transferred to the cash bond posted by Zen Gardens LLC in the amount of $804,421.35 in accordance with Alabama Code 3511-233, and said lien is removed from the real property described in the statement of lien filed of record in the Office of the Judge of Probate, Madison County, Alabama, dated this 20th day of January 2023. Now, as far as I know, the Scholt Zen Garden case is still going on. But I recently saw MARSU post a picture, actually a video of Zen Garden on his Instagram page. Not sure what that's all about. Maybe he's letting us know that maybe they've come to an agreement or something. I don't know. But if it was me, I would not post anything about Zen Garden, because Mr. Rogers, that attorney, let him have it in that deposition. They questioned him from A to Z, and from Z all the way back to A. They had him talking about he didn't remember things. He didn't remember nothing. But then when we saw him and LATISHA discuss it on Love and Marriage Huntsville, he told LATISHA that it went well. But buddy, if you say that went well, because I listened to the deposition more than one time, they had him on the hot seat. And from what I see, if he say that went well, no, I think he lied to LATISHA and to the audience, to the Love and Marriage Huntsville audience, because if you saw that, if you heard that audio of the entire deposition, you will say, no, it did go well, but not for you. It went well for Zen Gardens, in my opinion. You can hear the entire deposition over on Trending at Some Point's YouTube page. She has the entire deposition. Go check her out. And the other reason, if I was MARSU, I wouldn't put Zen Gardens pictures, videos, name, nothing on my website, because if you listen to that deposition, when you hear, you will see exactly how Zen Garden is claiming that MARSU them met up their property. Even in the beginning of phase 1, they built the clubhouse incorrectly. They had to tear the entire clubhouse down and start over because the measurements were wrong. That was in the first phase. And not only that, they're allegedly they built the actual roadway incorrectly, and someone had a car accident and sued Zen Garden. And so this is a picture, the video of Zen Garden that MARSU has posted on his Instagram page, and it says MARSU_S Scholt new multifamily construction building excellence. And so this is a repost from MARSU. It was dated back in June of 2021 approximately, and to me this is very misleading, because you're saying it was building excellence, but when we hear the deposition that Zen Garden has made the allegations against Scholt, it was not built in excellence. According to Zen Gardens, this building under Scholt's management was not building excellence. It was building below standards. Below standards. They didn't even have the proper staff on site to oversee the project. So Zen Gardens had to say pretty much, hey, we're going to have to let y'all go because you guys don't know what y'all doing. And this is why I have a big time problem with what Carlos King told Dr. Heavenly when she asked about the Black Expo. Carlos King wanted to blame everyone except for the Scots for putting up an event 2 or 3 weeks before the actual event was supposed to happen. Didn't have no location, didn't have anything other than the amount that you were supposed to pay, and that you could not get a refund. That was not the viewers' fault that they did that, Carlos King. It had nothing to do with people not liking the Scots. It had everything to do with people saying they do not want the Scots to scam people out of their money, like what they did with this, allegedly what they did with Zen Gardens. You know, you may not know because you may have not listened to that deposition, but if you listen to that deposition, you will see that when MARSU filled out that bid, he lied completely through and throughout on that bid. And you cannot tell me that that is right. And you know that was poor planning. And I don't know if you know all of the particulars about it, but before you speak and you try to make somebody else look bad, make other people look like they're wrong, you need to get your facts in order first. You stand for that, and you don't have a problem with allowing people to continue to get over on people and to lie about their credentials and to lie to their audience. Then shame on you, and you can put that in your corn pipe and smoke it, because I'm willing to bet you if he had took millions of dollars from you and ruined your project, you wouldn't be saying the same thing. And I guarantee you, just like that lady Joy, that military veteran who said MARSU took over $400,000 from her to do a general contracting job and did not complete the job. And I'm willing to bet you if that had happened to you, you wouldn't be running around talking about, oh, they just don't like LATISHA and MARSU. It has nothing to do with people not liking LATISHA and MARSU. So you can get over and put that false narrative to rest. What it is that people just don't like people lying to people. People don't like people getting over on people. People don't like people trying to trick and manipulate and to take stuff that don't belong to them. And you know for yourself that is exactly what MARSU told you on his show. On your show, he told you don't leave no ideas around LATISHA and MARSU. We will take it. People don't like thieves. Not that they don't like them, they don't like their actions. As we already know, Miss Wanda trying to sue people for defamation of character. Reese is trying to sue the bloggers for defamation of character, and we know Miss Wanda is too. MARSU and LATISHA getting ready to go to court for Scholt defrauding them in a counter lawsuit, $5.5 million. Now we know Martel, he's due in court as well. And so we do know that Martel was arrested back in January, I believe. Yes, January, because it was around his birthday, for DV, family violence. And apparently the case has been postponed or whatever because he was due in court around the second week of March, well, the second week of this month, but he did not appear. So apparently the court date has been postponed or rescheduled. And most people believe that Arionne Curry should be charged for the Revenge P plot as well. But this is the reason that Melody says that Arionne Curry has not been charged. Let's listen.
Somebody said should have did it for both of them. Well, let me tell you why that part for that doesn't work for both parties, because it's based on legally wise it's another piece, but the lawsuit wise it's another piece. The warrant, the direct piece has to come from exactly from that person.
So in my opinion, Melody is saying that even though a warrant was not able to be taken out on Arionne Curry because Arionne Curry did not send Melody a message. She did not send a message directly to Melody. Like Martel sent that message. That message came directly from Martel, so Melody could file a warrant against him. But in my opinion, this does not let Arionne Curry off the hook. Remember, Martel told Queen Sheba that Arionne Curry went into his phone and saw that picture. Now, maybe he's going to say, well, Arionne Curry was the one that sent that picture to Melody. It wasn't me. He might throw her under the bus. Maybe this is his defense. Maybe it is. Maybe it is not his defense. Either way it go, Martel HOLT committed a crime against Melody Cherie Rogers, and he needs to pay for it. And he plotted with Arionne Curry to release a revenge P video. She needs to be held accountable as well. That's all I have for this video. Thank you for joining me. Please drop down in the comments and let me know, what do you think? Should Martel HOLT be found guilty of revenge P? Should Martel HOLT even be charged with revenge P? What about Arionne Curry? Should she be charged with revenge P? I say yes. And what about the Scotts and all of their lawsuits? Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Thank you again for joining me. I'm Haanahgrace, and remember, I am Aries. Have a beautiful day. And stay tuned to the end of the video for another garden tip. Please support the channel, like, share, and subscribe. Year I plant lemongrass in my garden to help prevent bugs. Lemongrass also helps in treating skin disease, helps strengthens the nervous system, lowers bad cholesterol, removes toxins from the body, helps in overcoming colds and bloating, helps when treating anemia, overcoming diabetes, and is anti-cancerous. Thank you so much for joining me for another Garden Tips by Haanahgrace. Have a beautiful day.